Alright, so I know what you've all been thinking. Where has that guy at Model Car Art been? And I've been thinking the same thing too. I've not seen videos out of him for a while. I don't know if he took a little vacation, he quit modeling. I don't know what happened to him. So I got on the internet here on YouTube and started looking around. And it's been quite a while. It took a long time tracking down. And I actually did run across a video from him. Not sure how old it was, it didn't say. And I'm going to try and figure out how I can get that uh, attached to this little segment here. And then that way I can put it up there, that way you can see it. And that'll give you the update on him that I was able to find. And maybe that way you'll be able to figure out where he's been, what's been going on with him. So let me go ahead and I'll stop this here, and I'll try and attach the other part to this, and that way maybe you'll know what's going on with him. So give me just a second. I'll get this stashed, and we'll start off with that. So here we go. Hey, how we doing, everybody? Matthew back with you again. I know I said I was going to start on the Hudson Hornet and keep right on going with that, but I've been so intermittent here lately that I've been wanting to get this Ford done. And I've been just here, there, and everywhere. And I've been at the bench, been away from the bench, and I thought I would just go ahead and finish up the Ford on video, even though I said the next time you see it would be the final video on that. I'm just going to go ahead and finish it on video and let that be that. Basically, all I have is just pretty much putting the tires onto the frame, do the interior, button it up, and that's going to be just about it. I have the tires here. Now these are Hudson Hornet rims. They come with two different types of rims. The Hudson Hornets do. This is a set of rims that have the holes in them, and this is the Hudson Hornet tires with the big fat white walls. The Ford comes with the little thin white wall, which I didn't really care for, and the tires are not that great. They are molded on, or they have the plug molded into the end of them, which I didn't really care for. I like these tires real well. And the original Ford rims that come with the kit wouldn't fit these tires. They were too small, so I had to go with the Mobius rims, which I like better anyhow. But the other only thing is these, well, without making a pin, I guess I could have made a pin, which would have worked okay. I could have pinned these to the chassis, which would have worked okay, to pin them on there. But then it would rub. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and keep the backers from the original kit, have those cleaned up, and then just put the metal pins in those and fasten those on the back of the rims, and then they will go ahead and pin in place. Of course, paint these different color, like a backing plate would be, and hopefully get those all four lined up so it sets level. That's going to be a very difficult challenge. I may just have to push them all to top or bottom, and then hopefully get them all lined up. That way, when I sit it and glue in place to get them to sit right. As of right now, what I'm going to do is, and get back in, I don't know if any of that was in film or not, sorry. I'm zoomed in here because I'm going to be working here. Right now, we're going to try to get these decals put onto the chrome, and that's going to be very difficult because I I've never tried to put a decal onto this AK Extreme Chrome, so I don't know how it's going to work. I'm not going to try to use any solvent sets, any decal solutions, because I do not know how it's going to work on the Chrome. So I'm going to try and do this with just water only. And I have done that in the past on other decals, and it does work. So I'm going to try to do it with just water only on these decals, and hopefully they will lay down okay with that. So with that being said, right before I start that though, I had a question come up quite a while ago, and I have been forgetting to answer that, and I do apologize. I forget who had asked that now. They had asked what brushes I use. And this might not be a really good one, but this is the brush. So I can find one here. It's actually still got writing on it. And I forget, these are they had another name for them at the show, and they were a top name brand brush. But anyway, you can see there. Get over here in camera, sorry. But you can see what it is. They're made in Germany. I used those. I picked these up at a show. They were really reasonable. But then another go-to brush I use a lot is from Hobby Lobby, which I'm getting ready to use now. Those were my detail brushes. These used to be until I found those others. I use these from Hobby Lobby. Master's Touch, I guess it's called, from Hobby Lobby. And I have quite a lot of these, pretty extensive amount, 20, 30 of these probably. And I get them when they're on sale. They're always, they have them like 50% off or whatever, and they're pretty reasonable at that price. They have all different shapes. Freaking camera. All different shapes. Flat ones, wide ones. I've got them clear up to a wide one. Pretty wide. And again, it's Master Touch. So I have a pretty extensive array of them. I have them with a white handle. This one is not a Master's Touch, but it's from the same place, same. You'll find it right beside the Master's Touch. It has a real small tip on it, and I'm having trouble telling if my camera's focused on something or not because it keeps going out wanting me to do something else with the camera. This one has a bend in on it, which comes in kind of handy for getting around bent things. So, alright, so that's enough blabbering for that. So let me get started doing this before I run out of time. I'm going to go ahead and fast forward now. And so if I screw this up, we'll all do is one big happy family. So dunk that in water. Okay, so it's now been over a week. I don't know if this thing's recording or not. Since my last little segment, I got sidetracked. So we got the flocking on, as you can tell, and we got it on here as well. But I had to go back and take some of the flocking off, and luckily, just because I already had this clear coated across here, and some of the clear coat went over, it just came right off. I was able to slide right off. This didn't fit quite right, so in order to get it fit correctly, I had to take some of that off, and the dogs are down just making a fuss and a half. But I'm gonna go ahead now and get this painted up here and get it drilled for wiring. Go back down here because it's trying to reprogram again. It won't autofocus, so you have to move the camera. So we're gonna get this painted off. We're gonna do this in black, the housing in black. We'll do the motor in a steel or something like that. This will get painted separately, the windshield motor, wiper motor, and then the brake booster thing, wherever it goes, here it goes there somewhere. But this is basically all we need right now, is this painted up. Then get this attached, and then we'll add some more flocking. I've already flocked this twice. It's been flocked and flocked over. It's just been flocked to death. You can probably see the difference in the shade there where I'd reflocked over it. Once it dried totally, I was able to go back over to flocking it over with glue again. Nothing pulled up, and because I had this color on there, I didn't paint over that with another, this type of color, and a little bit showed through. So once you get this glued on, I'm just going to hit that across there with some glue, put some more flocking down, and the world should be good again. And so that's what we'll get into now. I'm just going to go ahead and use my Silly Putty, mark that off, put that in black, and then once that's in black, I'll go back and putty that off, and we'll put the motor in silver, and we'll get on with that. So let me get started here, and we'll put this in our fast forward mode, and hopefully everything's still focused good enough. It's got a little glare on it because it's all shiny, but so we can just go in here and see what happens. So let's get started. So let's get this off of here. I think I recorded another section without sound, so you'll just have to watch what I've done. I got a thing here where I turn sound on and off, so I'll just play music through that. But let's see how we're done here. Let it drive for a few minutes while I was doing something else. So we can see how we're done. We could just put it off here. And we didn't do very good. Doesn't look like. Not very good at all. Got some touch up to do. Definite touch up to do. And didn't do very good. Right, we'll get it. That's what the make brushes for. A bit of spray here. How much that'll be seen up that in the car. See how much that'll be seen. Place a big shadow down there. Maybe just a tad of a minute long so we can get it off there without going through the clear coat. That. Alright, onward and upward. I shall return. Maybe I'll just go ahead and upload this for now and give you something to look at. So I'll be back with something else.